Lori Vallow, a seemingly ordinary woman, lived a life shrouded in mystery. 4 marriages, whispers of strange behavior, and an unwavering religious fervor marked her past. She meets a striking man named Chad Daybell, a charismatic author with his own peculiar beliefs centered around doomsday prophecies and spiritual rankings. Their paths collided, igniting a dangerous obsession. Chad's writings, steeped in apocalyptic scenarios, resonated deeply with Lori. Soon, their shared fascination morphed into something darker. They believed they were chosen, destined to lead a group of 144,000 survivors into a new world. Lori and Chad's bond deepened, fueled by their shared delusions. They viewed themselves as divine beings, capable of judging the spiritual purity of others. This dangerous ideology, laced with paranoia and grandiosity, would have devastating consequences. Little did anyone know that their twisted beliefs would soon lead to unimaginable horrors. The couple's world, steeped in religious extremism, began to overshadow reality. The line between faith and fanaticism blurred, setting the stage for a tragedy that would shock the nation. As Lori and Chad's relationship intensified, so did their isolation. They distanced themselves from family and friends who questioned their beliefs. Lori's behavior became increasingly erratic, marked by paranoia and talk of zombies and demonic possessions. Chad, with his captivating presence and doomsday pronouncements, exerted a powerful hold over Lori. They were blinded by their shared delusions, unable to see the destruction that awaited them. Their descent into darkness was underway, a chilling prelude to the horrors that would soon follow. 7-year-old Joshua J.J. Vallow, a sweet boy with autism, was the light of Lori's life, or so everyone thought. Tylee Ryan, Lori's vibrant 16-year-old daughter from a previous marriage, brought joy to all who knew her. Life for the siblings took a drastic turn when their mother met Chad. Their once stable world dissolved into a maelstrom of strange beliefs and unsettling occurrences. Then, without a trace, they vanished. September 2019, Rexburg, Idaho. JJ was last seen at his elementary school, his bright smile forever etched in the memories of his classmates. Tylee's last known sighting was on a family trip to Yellowstone National Park, her laughter echoing through the vast wilderness for the very last time. Days turned into weeks, worry escalating into full-blown panic. Where were JJ and Tylee? Their disappearance sent shockwaves through their community and beyond. Had they simply run away, or had something far more sinister transpired? Frantic pleas for information yielded no answers. Lori, evasive and detached, offered no explanation for her children's whereabouts. Chad, equally tight-lipped, only added to the growing suspicion. The children's worried family members knew in their hearts that something was terribly wrong. Lori's behavior was beyond strange. It was chillingly cold. The lack of answers only deepened the mystery. The search for JJ and Tylee became a desperate race against time, a desperate fight to bring them home safe. As authorities delved into the disappearances of JJ and Tylee, a series of disturbing events came to light. Just months before the children vanished, Lori's brother, Alex Cox, shot and killed her then-husband, Charles Vallow. He claimed self-defense, but the incident raised red flags. Then, in a bizarre twist, Alex himself died under mysterious circumstances, his death attributed to natural causes. Adding another layer to the unfolding drama was the sudden death of Chad Daybell's wife, Tammy. Officially attributed to natural causes at the time, Tammy's death raised eyebrows. She was found dead in her home, and Chad, unusually hasty, had her buried just days later, refusing an autopsy. The timing was too coincidental, too suspect. It seemed death followed Lori and Chad wherever they went. The pieces of a horrifying puzzle were beginning to fall into place, painting a picture of a sinister plot. With each passing day, the web of suspicion surrounding Lori and Chad grew. Their strange beliefs, the unexplained deaths, and their evasive behavior pointed towards a sinister truth. Police began to suspect that Tammy and Charles's deaths were not natural and that the children were in grave danger. The investigation intensified, the search for answers becoming a nationwide obsession. The world watched in horror, waiting for the truth to be revealed. June 2020. The nation held its breath as news broke of a heartbreaking discovery on Chad Daybell's property in rural Idaho. The remains of 2 young children, later confirmed to be J.J. Vallow and Tylee Ryan, were found buried in shallow graves. The news sent shockwaves of grief and outrage across the country. The children, who had captured the hearts of millions, were gone, their lives tragically cut short. The idyllic landscape of Rexburg, Idaho, was now forever scarred by tragedy. The discovery of the children's remains confirmed everyone's worst fears. JJ, his small body wrapped in duct tape, and Tylee, her remains burned and dismembered, had suffered unimaginable horrors in their final moments. The brutality of their deaths sent chills down the spines of even the most seasoned investigators. The nation mourned, united in grief and anger. The question on everyone's mind was, how could anyone, let alone their own mother, hurt these innocent children? The idyllic small town of Rexburg, once a symbol of peace and tranquility, was now synonymous with a crime so horrific it defied comprehension. The discovery of JJ and Tylee's remains marked a turning point in the case. It was no longer a missing persons investigation, it was a murder investigation. The full weight of the law was now bearing down on Lori and Chad. The world demanded justice for JJ and Tylee. Central to understanding the horrific actions of Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell is their descent into a twisted belief system. They believed in a dangerous ideology that categorized people as light or dark, with dark individuals considered to be possessed by evil spirits. This warped worldview, fueled by paranoia and self-righteousness, allowed them to justify the unthinkable. According to their twisted logic, JJ and Tylee had become zombies, their souls replaced by evil entities. Chad, with his apocalyptic prophecies and claims of spiritual authority, held Lori captive in his web of delusions. He convinced her that the end of the world was imminent, and that only a select few would be saved. Their distorted reality, fueled by religious extremism, blinded them to the sanctity of human life. They saw themselves as instruments of God, tasked with purifying the world, no matter the cost. In their eyes, they were not committing murder. They were releasing souls from their physical prisons. As the legal proceedings against Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell unfold, the community they left behind grapples with the aftermath. Friends, family, and the public are left to pick up the pieces, seeking to understand how such a tragedy could occur. Candlelight vigils, memorials, and community gatherings have been held. Vigils and memorials for Tylee and JJ have been held across the nation, symbolizing the collective grief and outrage felt by many. Communities have come together to honor the children's memories and to support one another in the face of such an unimaginable loss. Interviews with family members, friends, and community leaders have been conducted. Family members and friends of Tylee and JJ have spoken out, sharing their memories and expressing their heartbreak. They have become advocates for change, calling for greater awareness and intervention in cases of suspected child abuse and extremist behavior. While we may never fully comprehend the depths of Lori and Chad's delusions, we can honor Tylee and JJ by remaining vigilant and informed. Their story serves as a stark reminder of the dangers that can arise when faith is twisted into fanaticism. Thank you for joining us on this harrowing journey through the Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell case. If you found this video compelling, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on our latest true crime stories. Leave a comment below with your thoughts on this case, and let us know what other stories you'd like us to cover. Stay safe, and remember, the truth is often stranger than fiction.